this Sharmista Roy Chowdhury. She's the head HR at Power Exchange India Limited. Sharmista is a keen strategist with expertise in managing entire human resource and learning and development in complex interaction of systems, process, and people. Successfully aligned culture to strategy, thereby bringing tangible results. She's an astute in her strategic leadership abilities. She's a PhD scholar in Tata Institute of Social Science, TIST, Mumbai, and currently pursuing research in management strategy. Winner of Super Achiever Award and World 4th Women Leadership and HRD Congress presented by Femina. Winner of Leadership Award as HR Leader in International Women's Leadership Forum, IWLF.
Okay, so I represent a company called Power Exchange India Limited, which is known as PXIL. My company has a very niche kind of background, so not everybody would understand. So Power Exchange India Limited, what we do is we create an electronic platform to trade power. We facilitate the trading of electricity at national level. Power Exchange India Limited was launched in 2008 in India, and we are first institutionally promoted power exchange platform. We are promoted by National Stock Exchange, NSE, and NCDEX, that is National Commodity Derivatives Exchange. Our other shareholders comprise of Power Finance Corporation Limited, West Bengal State Electricity Distribution Company, Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam, MP Power Management Company. It is also a state-owned bulk power purchaser. Tata Trading Company, TPTCL, holding companies Maximum Energy, that is GMR Energy, and JSW Energy Limited. So PXIL has revolutionized the way the Indian power markets operate, and we provide innovative and credible solutions in the power market operations. We recently have launched a technical platform called Pratyay, which is hugely digitized and has exorbitant capacity to do the trading nationally. And we do at national level at the users ranging from state utilities, state procurement agencies, institutional consumers, independent power producers, as well as the captive power producers. Ethical business principles and strong governance form are the bedrock of PXIL's operation. Because we are highly regulated by the CERC norms, Central Electricity Regulation norms. Therefore, we are too much regulated in our way of working, and NSE is our stakeholder. Therefore, we offer, what we do is, Power Exchange offers contracts in power trading. Not everybody would know that we know money is being traded, but power is also being traded, that everybody wouldn't know. But that is what our business is. In the renewable energy certificate, that is REC, energy saving certificates, that is called ESCerts, to ensure social welfare maximization in the market. Products of PXIL is day ahead, week ahead, contingency, intraday, 24/7, any day products, which being part of physical segment. REC is a product of renewable segment, and ESCert is product in energy efficiency segment, and now we are coming up with GTAM, that is green term ahead market. So these may be very jargons for you, but let me tell you what happens is energy is being bought and sold. So we have memberships, who log into our technical base, and the huge crores of electricity is being traded. So REC is a product that is, REC is a market-based instrument that signifies environment's attribute of the renewable energy space. Day ahead spot, which we call it as DAS, this is our main product. And it is also a contract for delivery of power for following day, wherein multiple buyers and sellers participate, and market clearing prices and volume for each time block are determined by the principles of the social welfare maximization. We also have real-time market, that is RTM, This provides our buyers and sellers an organized platform energy trade closer to real time. We have intraday where we allow participants to trade power for specified hours of the same day or the next day on the same time of bid submission of exchange platform. Any day allows participants to trade for single or multiple days in one or more days in advance, up to 11 days, not more than that. And week ahead, it is round the week, it's like round the clock delivery, Monday to Sunday. So this is about, for most of us, it is like jargon, but even I did not know when I joined Power Exchange that power is also traded. But this is, India is now the energy, it is a huge, opportunity for this, platform for electricity to trade. And this is how government will be trading electricity in the years to come through exchanges. The impact of COVID-19 on our sector, due to nationwide lockdown, all economic activity was adversely affected. So were we. So the demand fell down by 30% during this initial period. However, slowly things are coming up. So we are reviving. The demand reduction was impact on the Discom financials and industrial consumers were the backbone. So we really had a hit. Industry response and Ministry of Power had really been very good. So they had given us various, demand supply interventions to provide relief to power sector. So I'll quickly take it ahead. So outlook of the sector was the power sector was undergoing a radical transformation due to increased interest in the new technologies and digitization. And the reforms have directed deepening of markets are likely to be huge, but then now it is better since the things are opening up. So PXIL has been providing uninterrupted services, but what happens is due to all of these, we know that this COVID-19 crisis has placed an unparalleled demands, and this is not going to go, I don't think so, maybe a year ahead. We have to cope up with the challenges. The first half of 2020 has really been very bad. It created a sudden shift to work from home, and none of us were really, no matter how technical company were, nobody was ready to have that all round the clock work from home, WFH. But slowly we coped. We coped because we organizations like our organization, we are aware of the acute need of learning and development. So what happened is we created, CFTs. We created CFT is a cross-functional team because we thought how to connect. Everybody was, the first few months, we didn't know how to help our employees to cope up with this sudden change. So we created cross-functional teams. We sat down, we designed operating models of going ahead because we got the sensitization. This is not a 1-2 months activity. It has to be a year and a half more. So we sat down and had a clear understanding of the starting point. And then we set up various functions. So what we had is the Zoom sessions across. I'm sure that it is been handy and very good for all. It was for us. So the learning and develop, we started, learning and development functional structure. We created proper, clear processes and the required capabilities. So even for that matter, the performance management post April, we are sitting, me and my L&D team, we are sitting, at least 3 people per day, sparing about 1.5 hours and trying to understand not only the new job role in this new function, what extra they are doing, but at the same time also understand their requirement from them, which probably otherwise we couldn't have done at the work from office process. They are coming out and I got a laundry list of what kind of trainings they need, what kind of opportunities they have they are coming up so open, they are coming out with fresh ideas. So this has enabled me to set a budget for the next 1.5 year and understand what initiatives we should take in this process. So we sat with the business heads, we understood through Zoom calls, we understood the significant business value. We understood what are the areas where we can reskill these people. What kind of automation is required, because we are totally technologically driven. Without technology, nothing will happen, because it's all about the electricity in trading platform. So what we have done is we also had a confluir every month. In this confluir in Spanish, it means getting together. So we celebrate the birthdays on a particular last Friday of the month. So we called people, first of all, while we were sitting with every people during their post goal setting performance appraisal, because I believe that performance appraisal is the tool for the performance is through the performance management, and learning and development function plays a very critical role. It's not about setting a structure, it is actually understanding, giving them the the KRAs, and that the KRAs in the new setup that we had done. And we called various speakers, like the leadership people. We found that new culture building is very important in our kind of scenario, the new setup, because people were not so easy. We had done virtual onboarding also. We had taken new people from IIMs, we have from triple ITs. So these new hires who had been taken virtually, onboarded virtually, they were first feeling very isolated. So our Zoom platform had given us so much of virtual handshake and virtual bonding. We saw the way and the way they are coming up, the performance that they are doing. I think it has really created wonders. The primary challenges were, too much of disruption, lack of social interaction, all those were there. They were getting burnt out, tech issues were coming, communication failure. These were all a laundry list of what was not happening. Then we sat down, and once we created, proper clear plans, we found that the e-learning platforms that we have created for them, the gamification model, we connect every weekend. So through various, learning vision, we had really stricken a balance, and I can find the dynamism and stability happening, and things are going good. But as Ms. Srividya told, no, nothing, it cannot happen 100%, which I also agree. 100% we cannot do. Going ahead, we need to focus more on this shift, and this paradigm shift obviously takes time, but it is creating wonders. That is what I